Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Jennifer, and this is 13 Moons Lodge. This is the reading for the full moon today, January 13th. And this full moon is in the clan mother of talks with relations. Speaking of, how we're connected to all things, we're not separate, and how we can communicate with all beings, animals, plants, trees, the moon, the stars, the sun, the earth, all of it. And so I do have the cards ready to go here. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much, because I really appreciate you returning. It means so much to me. And so in the beginning of this reading for the next 2 weeks before we step into a new moon, and that one is the clan mother of Wisdom Keeper. But so for the next 2 weeks, roughly, this is where we're at with the energies of this moon. So we are starting with the Death card. This is the significator card. So a lot of us are ending things. Now, this can be jobs, relationships. This can be beliefs. This can be any ways or habits that we have been living our life. So it depends on each of us individually, but recognizing that we are ending things. Now, in the whole spread here, it is apparent to me that this is talking about karmic cycles. A lot of us are ending cycles. We are recognizing that where we haven't been, I want to say, like, in control of our lives, it's in ways that we have, through DNA and through adopting coping strategies or beliefs about who we are through others around us. And we're at this pivotal time right now where we are recognizing what isn't ours and changing our perspective, our beliefs on a situation or about ourselves. And so through doing this, we are ending essentially a way of being in the world, a way of communicating, a way of walking through the world, ways of our relationships are changing, our relationship with ourselves and the divine. So the next two cards following the Death card came out, they flipped her right around, and so they came out in reverse. We have the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands. So both in progression, which is indicating like wanting to create something new, but these are like spirit-driven passion, desire, wanting to start something new. So I'm just going to show them to you upright. So yes, that's correct. So the Page of Wands came out first, and then the Two of Wands second, but they were in reverse. So this is telling me there is a delay in starting this new passion project, or there's something that the soul is inspiring us to do. We are wanting to step into this new life or new endeavor, this new habit, a new job, relationship, whatever it might be. but there is a pause or a delay. And I feel intuitively and from the cards that it is because of this death card. There is a massive ending of a cycle here, a huge ending, because we also have the world that came up in this reading. And this is the very last card of the tarot. And so it is the end of a big cycle that we are concluding, that we're working on here. So I think that's why there's this pause, because there's so many layers that are evolving right now, and it takes time. But not only that, in the ending of these energies and patterns, there is not only does it take time, but there's like this pause, or there's a need for this openness, and the pause, the healing, the integrating, and then allowing this new energy to come in. And that was really the point of what I'm trying to make here. So yes, we can. It might even be because these are of the where these cards are, we might not even know exactly what it is we're being drawn to, but we have a sense that there's something coming, but we're still integrating the changes that are happening within our lives. So we are in the process of making space and saying goodbye to these aspects which we're done with and that aren't serving us anymore. So it's also just important to recognize, to give thanks to everything that has brought us and served us up to this point. So as we are shifting, it's important to acknowledge that the gratitude for the universe working with us, and whether we perceive it as beautiful or not beautiful or negative, it's still existence, it's still love. It's just how we process it is going to be individual to each one of us. And as a collective, there's so many layers we're working with here. This row is being clarified by, and you cannot make this up, literally this card jumped out, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So this is from the Moonology oracle card from Yasmin, Boland. And of course, being a moon reading, I wanted to have the moon represented by at least one moon deck. So there it is, their conclusions. And the eclipse. So powerful time here, especially, with this particular moon being at home in its own sign, this moon being in Cancer. So a lot of emotions, a lot of letting go, deep layers of letting go. And that's why, I'm saying there's a lot of old karmic patterns that are coming up to the surface. And again, we might not even know exactly what it is, but we can sense it, we can feel it, we know there's change, things are happening. Okay, so the next row, we have Temperance. And I also want to point out here, I only pulled 6 tarot cards for this reading and 2 oracle cards. The tarot cards, 4 of them out of the 6 are major arcana cards. So again, this is big themes. This is, so massive changes happening here that we're in the midst of. So we have in the second row the Temperance card. And yes, the wings are feeling very prominent to me. It's like I'm feeling angelic energy, and I'm feeling that this is us collectively holding more light. And this is why, like, more light is coming in, and it is illuminating those parts of us. Hence the moon is reflecting, the full moon is reflecting, illuminating those parts of us that have been in the dark. So it is the patterns, the belief systems and habits that we are going, wait a second, this isn't right, or this doesn't feel right, and I deserve more than this. It can be better for me. I'm going to choose different. And however this manifests for us, it is a way of bringing back our power. And this is us alchemizing and changing our reality. This is us stepping into our power in a whole new level. Okay, and I mentioned the world. So yeah, next we have the world, the end of a huge, huge cycle here. A lot of lessons learned, stepping into more personal power, realizing that it's us individually that we are changing, and how that reverberates out because we are all connected. We're all from one source. So the final card in this row is the Chariot. This is taking control of our lives, pulling, not blaming, but pulling, taking the responsibility back of the choices that we made, and forgiving ourselves for the choices we made, taking in that responsibility, letting go of the blame of anybody, including ourselves, forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, and letting the love come in, softening our hearts, holding more compassion for ourselves. Again, it always starts with ourselves. Allowing deeper levels of healing to take place. Again, I'm picturing that onion with the layers. There's going to be areas of our life that we feel we've already done a lot of healing on. There's going to be new layers being revealed. I'm also feeling with this card a change in direction for a lot of us. So this could be a move somewhere. This could be a change of vocation. But it is a turn in our direction. And I'm feeling that is definitely directly related with, well, the whole reading, but I mean, with these reversals in these wands, these will obviously turn over at some point, but this is what's coming. Being the final card, we will be making changes. We will be choosing for ourselves in an empowered way, rather than allowing others to choose for us. So this row is being clarified by blessings. And I love it's kind of a spring scene as well. So new birth, that all of this is, I'm also feeling divinely orchestrated. Again, I was feeling, the angelic energy here, which is what's directly below. New beginnings, and how we are so blessed in all of this. I'm also feeling in the beginnings, I'm also feeling the spring, but earth energy here, and how in that connection with all things, the abundance to create and change directions, and how unlimited our potential truly is. All of this is about, in the taking off the layers, like the layers of an onion, is about coming back to remembering who we are. The layers coming off are, again, they're just representative of all the aspects that we adopted and we identified with, believing that this is who we are, and we're realizing, no, it's not, no, it's not. So all these layers are being revealed, and we are being reborn in the process. And this whole journey is a blessing. It's sacred. Life is sacred and ever evolving and changing. So that's it for the reading. Yes, I'm talking, this is supposed to represent 2 weeks. it's not going to be 2 weeks. This is going to be much longer. It might be into the spring for a lot of us. I mean, we're always changing and evolving, but it'll be interesting to see when these, you know, kind of flip over the timeline. Maybe that'll be in the spring. Yeah. Creating a new world. I love it. So that is it. I will be back in 2 weeks for the new moon reading. If you are interested in joining my new moon gathering online, it's not too late. The teachings are beautiful and gentle. It is open for everybody. It's $10 to join. If you're interested, you just have to go to my website, and there is a link there where you can register, and then you will receive a Zoom link. And I think that is it. I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining me, and please be well, and we will see you soon.